You go home for the holidays, and your parents ask the same questions they always do. How's work? Are you seeing anyone? When are you going to settle down? And you give them the same generic answers. Because telling them the truth just feels impossible. They don't know you're struggling. They don't know you're questioning everything. They don't know the real you at all. Just the version you've been performing for them your whole life. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Your parents know the child you were, but they have no idea who the adult you've become is, and that's partly your fault. Because you stopped letting them in. You stopped telling them what's really going on. You stopped being honest about your life because it's easier to pretend everything's fine. It's easier than explaining who you actually are now. Easier than disappointing them with the truth. So you show up. You smile. You give them the highlights. And you leave feeling more alone than when you arrived. Because the people who are supposed to know you best don't know you at all. Think about the last real conversation you had with your parents. Not small talk, not updates. A real conversation where you told them something true, something vulnerable, something that mattered. When was it? If you can't remember, that's the problem. You've been keeping them at arm's length for so long they've become strangers who raised you. They know your childhood, your history, but they don't know your dreams, your fears, your struggles. They don't know the person you're becoming. And one day, they'll be gone. And you'll realize they never really knew you. If you're watching this and it stings, share it with your siblings. Because you're probably all doing the same thing. Hiding, pretending, keeping your real lives from your parents. Here's why you don't tell them. You're afraid they won't understand. Afraid they'll judge you. Afraid they'll be disappointed in the choices you've made. So you edit yourself around them. You show them the version they want to see. The successful one, the happy one, the one who has it all together. Even when you're falling apart. Even when you're lost. Even when you desperately need someone to talk to. You don't go to them because you've decided they can't handle the real you. But have you ever given them the chance? Or have you just assumed they'd react badly and never tried? Maybe they'd surprise you. Maybe they'd understand more than you think. Maybe they're waiting for you to open up but don't know how to ask. Or maybe they wouldn't understand. Maybe it would be hard. But at least it would be honest. At least they'd know who you actually are instead of who you're pretending to be. And isn't that better than them only knowing your mask? Here's what happens when you keep your parents at a distance. They fill in the gaps with assumptions. They assume you're fine because you say you are. They assume you have your life figured out because you don't tell them otherwise. And slowly, the relationship becomes transactional. Obligatory visits, surface conversations, polite distance. You're family, but you're not close. You love each other, but you don't know each other. And that's a tragedy because time is running out. Your parents are getting older. And one day, you'll want to have those deeper conversations. You'll want them to know the real you. But it might be too late. They might not be capable of those conversations anymore, or they might be gone. And you'll be left with regret that you spent years hiding when you could have been connecting. Most parents love you more than you realize. They want to know the real you. Not the performance, not the highlight reel. They want to know what keeps you up at night, what you're afraid of, what you dream about. What's really going on in your life, but you won't tell them. So they're stuck loving a version of you that doesn't fully exist. And you're stuck feeling alone even when you're with them. Being honest with your parents looks like this. It's telling them when you're struggling, not just when you succeed. It's admitting you don't have it all figured out. It's sharing your doubts and your fears. It's letting them see you as a flawed human, not a perfect child. It's saying, I need help, or I'm scared, or I don't know what I'm doing. It's risky. It's vulnerable. But it's the only way to have a real relationship with them. And here's something to remember. Your parents already know something's off. They can feel the distance. They notice you're holding back. They see the mask even if they can't name it. But they don't know how to bridge the gap because you've made it clear certain topics are off limits. So they stay surface level. They ask safe questions. They respect your boundaries even though it hurts them because they'd rather have some version of you than no version at all. But what if you let them in? What if you just said, Mom, Dad, I'm not doing as well as I make it seem. I'm struggling with something. I don't tell you because I don't want to worry you, but pretending is making me feel more alone. Just that. Just honesty. See what happens. Here's what you can do this week. Call your parents. Not with the usual update, but with something real. Tell them one true thing about your life you've been hiding. One struggle, one fear, one piece of yourself you usually keep hidden. And just see how they respond. Give them the chance to know you. Before it's too late. Before they're gone and all you have left is the relationship you could have had. Your parents won't be around forever. And when they're gone, you can't go back and have the real conversations. So do it now, while they're still here, while there's still time. Stop performing. Start being real. Let them know you. The messy, struggling, imperfect real you. Because that's the version worth knowing. And they deserve the chance to love that version while they still can. Thanks for watching. If this video resonated with you, give it a like and subscribe for more content. See you next time.